Hey everyone, it's me, Prince Caius here, and I would like to give a shout out to SSJ Ragage. He's one of the people who inspired me to do the what ifs that I make, and this is part 3 to What If Deku Had Dark and Light Eco. So I hope you all enjoy this and enjoy. Okay, so uh, okay, so the next morning they go to UA. When they got there, Ito walked up to Deku saying that he has a strong quirk and that he wants to train with him. Deku is like, yeah, I would like to train with you. Your quirk is engine, right? You're from the Ida family. I'd like to train with you as well. So basically everything happens the same, but I'm just saying, Eraserhead tells them to go outside. When they go outside, they started to do the tests, obviously. When Dark Deku was about to throw the ball, this is the ball throw, Eraserhead uses his quirk, but it didn't erase his quirk because it's not a quirk, remember, it's eco. Then grabs Dark Deku, with his scarf and tells Dark Deku to use his full power. Basically Deku got first place in every single one besides the ball throw, because you can't beat Infinity. But he did throw it like a thousand, like thousand, thousands, thousands more than he did in the anime. 1,000 times more, okay? 1,000 times more, okay? Time for the battle test arc. Deku and Uraraka went into the building. Actually, you know what? Uraraka asked Deku if that is that dark and light version of him is his quirk. Deku then says, I guess not, because because our teacher is Eraserhead and he erases quirks if his hair is like if his hair is up. That means his basically his quirk is activated and he is looking at you and he's like erasing your quirk. But it didn't work on me, so I think I don't have a quirk. I'm just quirkless, and this is just my actual powers, so I don't really know. Uraraka is like, wow, that's impressive. She gets impressed by that, just from a quirkless person. So basically, Deku and Uraraka went into the building when the test starts, and Dark Deku and Uraraka was more tactical. Bakugo jumps in front of Dark Deku and tries to blow his face off, but Light Deku comes out and slows time down and ties Bakugo up. Light Deku and Uraraka goes to finds the bomb, very easy, and Light Deku goes to Ida and slows time down and ties him up as well. Just like, just slowly. While Uraraka grabs the bomb and they won. I'm actually going to do something with the art, one of the new arcs. So when uh, when Deku basically goes home, Uraraka wants to know more about his powers. Deku tells her what he can do, and that he might be actually stronger than All Might if he trained a little bit more, and he probably has another form, he thinks, but he doesn't want to get his hopes up. And then they go to bed. And this is a few weeks go by. Actually, a few days go by, and everything happens the same for the USJ arc until Dark Deku starts to punch the Nomu. Dark Deku was about to win, but the Nomu grabs Dark Deku and throws him across the building. Then Deku faints, and then a new form arises. Remember, Dark and Light Eco was pumped into him ever since he was a baby, like when he was a baby. So he has a new form that it was not shown in Jack and Daxter. So I'm going to, because Dark and Light Eco was mixed, so it has a new form. Basically, he can use the Dark and Light Eco versions of himself and use both of their powers at the same exact time. But he can only use it at an exact moment, but he can't use it all the time. He has to be knocked out and hurt. And he's already hurt, and he's fainted. Yes, Dark Deku is invincible, but still, all of a sudden, Deku wakes up, and All Might arrives and sees a new form of Deku. It looks dark and light, but at the same time, it's both. It has horns and wings. It has black horns and blue wings. His skin is white and blue. Actually, his skin is gray, and his eyes are like black, and his pupils are blue. And his wings have actual horns on them, black horns as well. And his claws are blue. His clothes turn blue, and he gets up, and he runs down there to fight the Nomu again, and defeats him in a few seconds. He slows time down, and he just claws the Nomu up into pieces, and basically does every single move in every second and destroys the Nomu. Doesn't kill it, but knocks it out. Then All Might arrives down there and greets young Midoriya, but Deku faints and turns back to normal. Everything happens the same. You know, two villains get away, and all the other villains get basically gets arrested. Deku and Uraraka, Deku has to be carried home because he's like passed out from the sheer power of his new form. Let's just call it Dark and Light Deku, just that. I don't know what to call it yet. You tell me in the comments below. And carries Deku home, and Uraraka is walking with All Might with Deku on his back. And when they got there, Deku's dad and Inko wants to know what happened to Deku. All Might tells Deku's dad and Inko that Deku had a accident at the USJ arc, at the USJ, and he used a new form they never saw before, and his dark and light self took over, and possibly, and you know, and Deku's dad is like, says in his head, "Yes, I've done it. I made the best thing. I made the strongest person in the world who can control both light and dark eco." And he has like a shocked face, like, you know, like, oh no, my son's hurt, but he's like acting. Basically, a few weeks go by, and when Deku wakes up, Uraraka is like right there next to him and asks what's wrong, what time is it and stuff. Deku's like confused, okay? And Uraraka was like, well, you have a new form, but you weren't in control, and you were kind of passed out for a few weeks. Deku is like shocked that he has new form, but he's wanting to know what it can do. Uraraka tells him, obviously, and Deku is like, when is our when are we getting married? I'm confused. Uraraka is just confused what he's talking about. But a few weeks go by, and Deku and Uraraka gets married. Now it's time for the USA festival. I don't know if I should actually get them married, like in the USJ arc or in the UA festival, or at the end. Actually, scratch that. Deku and Uraraka is gonna get married after All Might fights All for One. So just forget about the a few weeks go by, okay? But it's time for the the UA festival. I'm gonna leave it off here. Actually, you know what? Let's continue, okay? As fast as possible. Deku gets first place in the race and second place in the cavalry battle. Light Deku versus Shinso. Light Deku slows time down and pushes him off the ring without even talking to him. Dark Deku versus Shoto. Dark Deku told Shoto, savagely tells him that his fire side not his dad's, and his dad is trash. And then I'm just kidding. About the savagely part, but still, I just wanted to say that for fun. But uh, Dark Deku actually beats, shoots a Dark Blast uh, at Shoto and destroyed the stage, and he won. Um, Everything happens the same until Stain is blah, 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 blah. Okay, so basically Deku got first place. Shoto Todoroki got second place, and Bakugo got, actually no, Bakugo got second. I forgot. Okay, so with Deku and Bakugo's fight, Bakugo wants to see his new form again and fight him, but Deku tells him that he doesn't know how to summon that form. So Dark Deku and Dark Deku throws a dark bomb at him, and then he turns into Light Deku, and then slows time down and pushes Bakugo into the dark blast, and then after that, Deku does turn to his dark form again, and uses his claws and scratches Bakugo's his arms up, so he can't barely use his explosions. He clawed them up that bad. And Bakugo passes out from blood loss, too much blood loss, and Deku basically gets everyone tells Deku, all the heroes tell Deku that he shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have, like, clawed Bakugo up to that point. And Deku was like, "I'm sorry, it was just a self-defense mechanism, okay?" They didn't believe it. But Deku got first, Bakugo got second, and Shoto Todoroki got third. I hope you all enjoyed this one, so like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this, and outro.